Hi, in this video, we are going to talk about our new smart page on our website and our new brochure and how to use it. So you're going to find over here under More our album sales and marketing toolkit. And we've nicknamed this our smart service. And so we've created a really nice brochure that has more detail in it than our product info sheets. Again, it's editable, so you can put your own spin on things, or you can just download the PDF and send it to your clients. We also have some other information on this page as far as email scripts and some sales tips and things like that. But this video is going to talk just about the brochure. So here you'll find that information, and we're showing our Luster book here. This is a page through of what's included in the brochure. You can download a complete PDF and just send it off to your client, individual JPEGs. So if you wanted to just download, I'll show you over here, download this page that shows all the options, you could just download that as a JPEG or PSD to edit it. Or you can download all the JPEGs and all the PSDs. So I'm going to take a look at the PDF just to show you what the brochure contains. So, all right, so this is taking a look at the PDF. So this is just ready to go. We're calling the Luster book in this brochure the Essential Album. You could, in the PSD, in Photoshop, edit it and call it whatever you like. What's nice about the brochure versus a product info sheet, which we still have available, so we've added some text explaining the features and benefits of having an album. Why does a couple need an album? So this is, again, great to share, and it's a little salesy, but it really kind of explains why it's so important, and it's coming from the brochure rather than coming from you. Why to choose a professional album over a consumer product, and the value of an album over time, and how beautiful a handcrafted leather album or acrylic album is, a professional album. You have the size options here, cover options, and add-ons and things like that. So it's very simple, and it's even nice to have this in front of your client if you're doing a Zoom call or something where you can, they could be looking at something that you're talking about without having to go to the Zookbinders website, because you don't want them to do that, and not having to have all this information on your website. Again, this doesn't say anything about Zookbinders or any pricing, so it's really generic just for you to send to a client. All right, so I'm going to download all the PSDs so that we can talk about editing them, and that's gonna and what to do when you download them. So if I just go ahead and click here, I'm going to select where I want to keep those on my computer, and we'll go from there. So I've downloaded and named my zip folder. Whether you download all the files together or just individuals, they will be in a zipped folder, and I'm going to need to extract the images. So I'm going to right-clicking on that, extract all. I'm just going to throw them in this same destination folder I've created called Zookbinders. And now I have the PSDs that I can work with. So I'm going to open up Bridge and Photoshop and take a look at them there. So in Bridge, I have all the pages opened up, and as you can see, I can go through and say, okay, I want to change this to my deluxe album, or whatever you want to call it. I can go through and edit the text here. So I'm going to look at all the pages and decide what I want to change. And so I'm going to open up Photoshop to do that. All right, now in Photoshop, you can see this is a layered document, and you can go in again and change different things. You can also put in a picture of your own work. So this is really customizable. On this page where we talk about, why someone needs an album, you can add something to here, something that you say to clients all the time, and make any edits in the text, but it's really kind of ready to go. Again, you can also swap out your own images or just leave these in. You could change the color of the background and fonts and things like that. But we've really created something that should be ready to go with a little bit of editing. Now on this page, for instance, we've got an option of the 12 by 12, 10 by 10, and 8 by 8. And I could really easily pop in, some pricing that I want to add. All albums include 50 images and a custom design, just so it's kind of a head start for, clients are going to know the cost or whatever. Again, your costs are based on your cost of doing business. These are just in here for an example. But here's a great way to be like, all right, well, let's see. For $475, I got that small 8 by 8, but it's really not much of a jump to get up to that 10 by 10, which is really popular. So this again is a way to customize the pages. And here, with all the details, if you want to skip on offering certain things, you could remove them. So if your starter album comes with a leather spine and a photo on the cover, and you don't want to offer a photo wrap, you can just simply remove that, and just, call this your main album and say that it's included. And for instance, if you do not want to offer standard leather and just want to offer those glove colors, you can click on that, just get rid of it, and then start removing the pieces that you don't like or don't need to use. And this page, I'm just showing you, you can really go in and, these are your brand colors, go ahead and make it your own. So it's something that is more true to your brand and maybe more attractive to your clients if you've got something really special, add a logo, that kind of thing. So the sky's the limit. We've really given you a head start on how to use or how to have a brochure to send to the client really like ready to go. So now that we've gone through and edited our brochure, we've got you're going to have uh, PSDs that need to be flattened or made into a JPEG or a PDF to share with your clients. You're not going to send them the layered files. So some really easy ways to kind of bring that whole project that you just worked on together is going into scripts and image processor. I'm going to go into my PSDs that I edited to reflect my own brand and style. And I'm going to reduce them in size and save them as JPEGs. They don't need to be gigantic. So I'm just going to run a quick little process here. This is actually the original files. I didn't use the unedited copy, just for demonstration. All right, and now we have them all saved almost as JPEGs. So now I'm going to go and automate a PDF. And so these were my original PSDs. I flattened them and reduced their size, made them into JPEGs, and then I'm going to select them all. If you wanted to change the order, you can, move them around. I don't know why you want to do that, but if you had another page that you added somewhere and you wanted to be sure it was in the right place, I'm going to go ahead and put page 1 back up at the top. Good. All right. And then I'm going to save it. And let's see, where am I? Go back to my Zook Binders folder and just name this Pricing 2021 or whatever you want to call it for your brochure. And then that's going to bring together all of the edited PSDs that you turned into JPEGs into a PFD. So that's probably the most convenient way to send something. It looks more put together and polished than having a bunch of different pieces. And so if I go back to my little folder here, I've got my pricing, and I'm going to open that up. And it's got everything strung together. Again, I did not edit these, but that's how you would go about editing the Photoshop files, saving them as JPEGs, and then bringing them back into a completed PDF for you to share with your clients. And that is Zook Binder's new brochure. Thank you.